Yes, so continuously fuck you. I was about to just finish my video since you want to be cutting my video because anytime I'm about to speak the truth to whoop your asses, you cut my video. Fuck you. Like I was saying in the previous video before this. In the previous video before this, part 2, continuation. Yes. In Germany, a lady that did not want to go, a lazy ass motherfucker. Look at that one. My money, you will die. Any woman that will give you to talk of fuck, no woman will tie that woman. Women, you deserve to shrink your mouth. This is inside the library. You can hear a man. Tomorrow, one stupid woman will see for them. You women, you don't have self-respect, you don't have self-dignity, you don't have self-shame, you don't have nothing. You are the ones that are making these dusty crusty men. I've told you your Bill to Obama, Trump, and Elon Musk, they are beneath my feet. All of them put together cannot attain. Talk less of approach the shadow of my shade. These dusty crusties, this mamoni that are supposed to be shrinking, these DLs in the closets, don't throw it bomb by mistakes. You women now put yourself down for them. Not only put yourself down for them, you even now behave sexually like the sex addict cranks like them to be stalking, predating your fellow women. You women. And even men too. There are those of you women that also predate men. You women. Later you want to sing as a man song. Like I was saying before this video, in the previous video, before you cut it. Let me put cream in my beautiful, amazing mouth as the unapproachable divine queen that I am, because you will continue to see me look divine and while you remain pained. Animals in human forms. Rejected psychopath with all your titles and degrees. We are still nothing but slaves to these not men enough weaklings called men. I said that woman, there was a woman in Germany, not even a woman, a fine young girl. If you see the children she had, born 1, born 2, born 3, they will be boasting and they take money from the government, they pay the 1, 2, 3. So you give birth to be taking money. This is why this colonial HIV, gonorrhea, syphilis, original carriers, white Arabic, Asiatic, that you black idiots worldwide, our ancestors, they don't have respect for anybody anymore. They don't even know themselves as the lost race that they had. Talk less of have respect for who? You blacks that come here to belittle yourself. This is why they now think me and you people, we are the same. And then you are all there behind the scene, training them to perpetuate this bullshit. That they will take people's job away from them. You will join them. You will participate directly or indirectly to take people's jobs away from them. Like I've repeated in the previous video. I don't know how many times I repeated it. You will take people's jobs away from them. You say you are testing them. How can you test me with 30 years plus of rape, sexual abuse, and assault from your pedophile Africa to your pedophile Western world, with men, women, and your pedophile children grabbing my house and my breath, children, bastard, bumble class, animals in human forms? I'm old enough to be their mother. As I've spoken bumble clad now, you will want to say maybe she smoked marijuana or she's talking for Jamaican people or Island people. Fuck you. I speak 3 African useless languages because it's useless. So just like your passport is useless, your entire Africa, you don't have one motherland dialect. You don't have one common passport. I better come off my video. Think they worry this kind of move. In your Africa, one common passport you don't have. When they brought out ECOWAS passport, my grandfather was still alive. Because of the money and the level he had, we did not even wait like people would take appointments to go and apply for passport and wait for your turn, maybe 1 month, 2 months before you go and do passport. He just called the passport office. The moment he was calling, the moment we were going to the passport, this was ECOWAS passport, the moment when it just came out. When they were doing the passport, if you see the way people were happy, as a child, I was just looking at these people like this. Like, what are they happy for? What is all of this? People were trying to like cheer me up. Are you not happy you are getting an ECOWAS passport? I was just there looking at them like this. So you are happy to be getting an ECOWAS passport, not an African passport. You are getting an ECOWAS. They just selected some certain countries in their Western world and created ECOWAS. So you are not ashamed of yourself that your entire Africa don't have one passport. This is why you come to the Western world to fool yourselves. Now, colonial HIV, gonorrhea, syphilis, tuberculosis original carriers that both you, the Africans in Africa, and those ones in the diaspora, put yourself down for, so-called ancestors. I don't know which one is worse. Whether the black ones that say they're in that motherland, your Africa, where that carries 85% of the responsibility of the whole world with your natural resources, yet you are like gutter and pit. Why? Because all your traditional religious political leaders from Africa to your Western world, they are all puppets, like your celebrities are puppets to the same people your ancestors to. Lost pedophilic white Arabic Asiatic race. Look at you. I don't know if it's you in the Africa, in your so-called Western world, that is worse, or the ones in the diaspora doing Wakanda, Black Panther activism, Black Lives Matter bullshitting, proper cultural appropriation, Afro-America, the distinguishedness, Black America distinguishedness, then the other one we call themselves Native America distinguishedness. Look at all of you. Just look, see, you blacks, you have problem to resolve on this earth, because if not, you will continue to be foot march to every single race, and including your own fellow black race on the surface of this earth. Me now, I've been raped above 30 times by you black and black men and women from your Africa to your diaspora, just like you have your fucking white Arabic Asiatic men and women. I've raped me too, abused and assaulted above 30 times too. And yet you also want to still continue to be doing colonial. You are not ashamed as ancestors, idiots. You are not ashamed to still be given the rights for them to be feeling superior to you. You don't know that is what you are doing. You don't know. You continuously calling people that your ancestors to names like colonial master, colonize your mother, your father. They will continue to see you finish. They will continue to disrespect you. They will continue to see you as useless, like they have to. I tell their colonial children, those ones that want to have sense, when these black people, whether from Africa or the diaspora, they come around you with that, you colonize, insult them, give them middle finger, tell them that they are your ancestors that don't have sense. Tell them as black people that they are. They don't have sense to know that they are ancestors of this state. Give them middle finger. And I usually ask these people, these children, when they colonize people on this state, were you here? They will say no. Was I here? They will say no. So why will you be letting somebody to impose on you what you did not participate in? Now you have used this victim mentality to eat the brains of so many colonial bloodline, white Arabic Asiatic people that are suffering what they don't know anything about. They're on the streets, your smear campaign, your fly monkeys, your slaves. They worship you. They do anything you want them to do, just like you have, which is colonization in reverse. Then you, just like you blacks also have your black on black crimes that you're using your black slaves as smear campaign and flying monkeys for. Then the useless colonial lost pedophile race, just like you pedophile blacks do. Till today, they don't want to realize that they are not the ones who colonize originally anybody on this earth. So they shouldn't be suffering or continuing the pedophilia just to ease their guilt. Why will you be a smear campaign and fly monkey to whether you're colonial, white, Arabic, Asiatic like you, or to your black, just because you want to ease something you did not do? Just because you want to hit, just because they are accusing you to be colonial bloodline, you did not join them to colonize anybody. Yes, you are privileged. Your land is privileged. Everywhere where infrastructure, did you colonize anybody? Did you colonize anybody? When people were being hung on trees, their penises cut off, killed, mutilated, put in cages. Were you there? No. But now, modern world 2025, you are not only slave to your fellow colonial, because you useless, sick, pedophilic colonial as well, you are there. You are not only enslaving black people and using them as your smear campaign and flying monkeys and slaves anymore, you also now also use your white Arabic Asiatic colonial children. Look at your children, they're on the streets, doing the same thing your black slaves are doing. Everybody, black pots calling black kettle black. Birds of the same feathers. But you see, the root of this whole thing is you blacks. Because if you had stood up against this colonial, lost white Arabic Asiatic bloodline a long time ago, your black race will be free. Your colonial white Arabic Asiatic children and your black children, they will not be on the streets. Pedo clowning, pedo talking, doing gaslighting smear campaign, flying monkey, pervertic jobs for people that cannot give them oxygen. For your pedo bomb, Percy Brigade, Obama, Trump, Elon Musk. Your Buden, your Python, your both your Angela Michael, your Candace Owens, your Kamala Harris, all of them, they are all the same bloodline. You, the citizens that are under these rulers of this world, including your traditional leaders, your political, your religious leaders that fly first class private plane, giving 1 million to prostitute for coffee dates or to escort for coffee dates, marrying children in the open and behind doors. You are all there slaving for them. If you, the citizens of this earth, you respect yourself too, they bring their pedophilic propaganda, you tell them no, that your bloodline will not be part of it, because the money that Mother Nature gave us, the wealth that Mother Nature gave us, they sit on it and from generations to generations. If you, the citizens under these pedophilic damaged crooks, say no to them, they will go and use their own bloodline to be feeding their ego of miserability. Wait, let me not talk too much because, I talk, nobody wants to listen. You know why I'm saying all of this? So that when you bring that bullshit to me, directly and indirectly, even when I'm not aware, your calamity and agony, your dumbness, your miserability will be as countless as all the waters on this earth. Be warned. You can't take people's job away from them and tell them you are testing them. You can't put them in homeless shelter like you are putting me with mentally unstable people that I have been taking care of. Ask them in Germany, like I said yesterday, I beat people off of drug using. I keep their drugs. This is my particular shoe that you have damaged. With homelessness, this is me. 4 a.m. I woke up in the morning to work for this. This shoe, I know how many drug addict I use it to beat. And then you see me the next morning, they will be begging. Oh, please, we didn't take drug. I said, I know, I'm not sick, but let me not see you with it again. Instead of it to be on the street, you think all these rich and miserable, these human beings. And the worst part of it, people will be watching them. They will just be in the corner carrying their pipe or their syringe. Yesterday, I was asking for a injection pipe because I wanted to pump some. We need to be clearing up things. You people are pedophilic and liars. So this is my wet lips. It is finished. Okay, it's empty as you can see. So what is inside now is olive oil because I put some olive oil in it yesterday. It's not even so I'm managing it as it is here. So I asked for a pumping injection, a syringe. No, and then I wanted to put it inside this hole so I can have what I will be using to moisturize my mouth. I know as you heard it, I know you have CCTV radios everywhere. Before you go and say, oh, she was asking for me. You want me to be what you are when you can't give me oxygen. You want me to stoop myself. Look, I know all the lies you lies. I know your phones, your computer, your everything's a radio and a microphones for you to use to lie. So yesterday I asked for olive oil. At my age, I can't even afford water. If Scandinavian water is not drinkable, I've told you a million times, I won't have water to drink. This is tap water. You see how it looks clean. This bottle from homeless shelter, everything I'm eating, homeless shelter. That even this thing that I ate, you see, I couldn't finish it yet because it was giving my belly, one kind of tiny. I didn't understand it. I would try and see if I can finish it. If it doesn't give me that the same irritation, I finish it. But if you think you will make me eat this kind of food or make me eat what I'm not supposed to be eating, a divine being like me, then I will forgive you or permit another human being again into my space. When since 2023, I disintoxicated myself from you. I want to see the power that will make it happen. This one that I'm going to be using to jotting down all the informations was just given to me here in the library. You see, I'm showing it now because it is yellow. They are saying Amen. So you'll be attaching a whole divine name like me, or maybe because this is yellow, you will attach the name of children marrying pigs, like those of you that fuck your children inside the house to my own divine name. A whole me. And the worst part of it, you heard it under this video now. Rewind it back again. Just 30 seconds from now, you heard a woman. This is woman. Inside like a woman. When I say you women are the problem of this case, you forget you are the one that can push. You push man, you push woman, female and male outside your stomach. Then when they grow up, you abandon the male ones to go and start looking for second mommy. You and the female ones, you go and be doing feminism. It's impossible. You will forget that pimping, grooming little girls and even boys to the hands of men and women. You will forget that only you breed the same male children that grow up to become men and the miserable, dejected mammons. Rejected animals in human forms, roaming everywhere like the lesbians, like you women too, roaming everywhere. Do we forget? So you see, everything I have here, homeless shelter, or maybe library, public places, commune like this one you go in Scandinavia land, in communes, in homeless shelter, in where you can go and eat hot food, everywhere for free. What if it's not something they started because I was coming here? It's a lie. Because if some people can think maybe you can make me think if all these things exist, it's because maybe no, they've been existing before I got here. In this part of Scania, in the other part of your Europe, your so-called France, your so-called America, your so-called Britain, your so-called Germany. Even Germany is a little better, mazo. But you see the remaining part of your world, you can never be like Scania land. And then I have people telling me that the passport of Scandinavia is lesser than Germany. The first passport on this earth, citizenship, the biggest one is the most toughest one is Japanese, and then followed by Germany. And I don't know which number they say your Paris and your Italy and the Spain is very, very low, whether it's around 23 or something. Do I look like I give a fuck about your useless documents? Can your documents remove 30 years of above 30 times sexual abuse and assault for me? If I was to be dead with your citizenship, give me a second life. With all of this you've done to me from your pedophile Africa to your Western world. Can it is a question. Your man-made paper you call citizenship that I'm eligible for. Since I completed 10 years, I'm 16 years, 1 decade. I told you yesterday, I've been telling you over and over, because when I will finally not speak again, your children will be watching my videos to know where the calamity and agony is coming from. This is why I'm doing these videos, so that you won't say I didn't say anything. Can your citizenship that I can get by myself now if I want to, as long as I'm working, as long as I am working, since I completed 10 years in Europe, I'm 16 years, motherfucker, which means a decade and half a decade plus 1 year. I can afford my own citizenship by myself. I will not be your ashawo, your fuck around. I'm not going to be your partner. For those of you who are there wishing one day she will give you a chance, your bastard mothers will be giving you chances. Your weak ones, those your mothers that couldn't close their mouths and their purses, that saw their independence into the hands of your not men and not fathers, you will be giving your passports to. They will be the ones you will be taking care of. They will be the ones that you are going to be doing whatsoever you wish for to give them your man-made paper. You call citizenship that I can get as long as I'm working. I'm eligible for it. I've been eligible for it since I completed 10 years. Now I'm 16 years in Europe. Let that sink. So if you think it's me you are waiting for your bastard mothers. You are waiting for your bastard grannies. You male and women pedophiles roaming everywhere, especially you stupid women that don't have shame for yourself. You are waiting for your pedophile mothers. I don't care your gender. I don't care your race. I don't care your age. You want to collaborate with your pedophile mothers too. You see those your mothers that are female, like they are the one I'm focusing on men. What is men? Useless. Is you women, your mothers. You want to use your hair to act film, doing reality show, Disney show. I see all of you and your comments online. Your pedophile mothers and your bastard offsprings. Those intoxicated incurables too. You want to lie. You want to calculate what people eat, drink, and wear. Perpetuate your lies, your gaslighting, lying bullshit. Your pedophile mothers and your pedophile children and your pedophile doomed, dumb offsprings and bloodlines. Not me. Because if you think you will take my job away from me, because you want to put me under financial abuses to stoop myself low to your level, me. I've told you, I said your entire wealth on your entire head is beneath my feet. You are there doing citizenship that I can get by myself. Citizenship that I already have. Dummies, idiots. This is my permanent residence in Europe. I worked for it, waking up 3 a.m. I've showed you many times. I've shown you, be uncomfortable. My job is to make you uncomfortable. Since you say you don't want to respect yourself, you don't want to know your standard, you don't want to know your class, you don't want to know your categories, and your doomed selves and doomed mothers, dead or alive, you will learn it. So I don't know if you people think I am that fool, that was a fool like all of you, that they did this the same thing to, that they made you homeless. They took your job from you, gave you job abuse, financial abuse that made you homeless. Then you now belittled yourselves to yourself. Look at me now. Look at here, black. This is homelessness. All these things are evidence of homelessness. Look at my face. I went to use cream I'm not supposed to use. It darkened it's better now. It darkened my face. It was black, almost like my shirt. Do I give a fuck? Compared to my neck, do I give a fuck? Can you still talk to me direct? If you say you are a human being, if you say you are not doomed, you are not a liar, you are not a gaslighter, you are not a narcissist, you are not a born throughway, you are not a bastard, you are not a born by mistake, you are not a rejected, dejected animal in human form. Talk to me direct. It's 3 years going now. Come on. 10 years upwards of a celibacy. 3 years going off. Even family members and all friends can no longer talk to me. Talk to me direct and let's see. Let me conclude this fucking shit because I will be waiting. Me, I don't forgive. Every second I'm passing on the street, you are beneath me. Every fucking second I am passing on the street, I hate you the more. I detest your entire human race. She hates women. I want you to know I'm homophobic to you. I hate you with pride, with passion, on my behalf and on behalf of every innocent soul that is 6 feet because of this evil. I hate you. I want it to sink in your brain. As long as you have contributed directly or indirectly in doing this to me, you owe me when I never contributed in doing this to any of you. Even when they did it to every single one of you, especially you useless puppet celebrities, friends, and family members. When I sat down and put 1 and 2 together, put one point to another, I realized that at a certain point of your lives, they did this the same evil to you. And you are out there now, joining them from afar to perpetuate the same miserability, thinking you are doing it on me. We shall see. Come and change my mind. You call my phone. You say you are a friend, you are a family member. Call my number. Since you have technology that can read people's brain, technology that can read people's mindset, you have a mentorship that have power to put indirect stalkers that go online doing phone call bullshit to talk to their dumb mother indirect, especially those Muslim children areas. Huh? You use that power to figure out my number. Call me. You know me now. I have blocking lists everywhere. The same way I block countries, I block motherfucking people. It's my job. It gives me joy. I derive joy in blocking you to stay away from my peace of mind because I gave you humans 30 years. Is it not enough? Me, I want to take 30 for myself. After the 30, I had another 30. Because it's mine. You look for your own elsewhere. You say it's me you are still looking for. No problem. Talk to me direct. You bastard Osaro that they are calling an Ashawo, Igbeyage Akumakuma, Olosho. Maybe your children for Canada, wheresoever you did, like you don't sell them out. When I look behind me and people I used to be friends with and people I used to even know as family member, I want to vomit. This is why I tell these useless strangers to go and ask you people what's up, so that they will know that they themselves, they are beneath my feet like the rest of you if they don't stay off my fucking personal life 360 degrees. And woe is added to it as well. Look at all of you. Just let's do an experiment, please. Because I don't, one thing I don't like stupid people, liars, gaslighters, weaklings, non-confident, non-self-validating, perverts, pedophiles, rapists, sex addicts. You see, all of these people, I categorize them together. I don't like this kind of people. So if you know you are not one of these kind of people, let's just do an experiment. One person I used to know in my past, you know where I am now. You have your CCTV camera, your slaves, videoing everything. I don't have privacy, everything active on my computer. You control everything, no problem. Man-made. Is it my life? Your social media is not my validation, it's not my house. I come here to whoop your ass, flaunt my happiness to your faces as a celibate, child-free, pet-free, friend-free, with everlasting boundary that I am, to your face every day. I talked to a girl today at the Siri Immigration Center. We talked a lot. I know a lot of you use my own thoughts to reply me on things I'm saying because you are all stalker, you are monitoring spirit. I didn't think it through towards her because I did not just want to go there emotionally. I would have been able to figure it out, but I don't give a fuck because you've done this to me in the past with one girl called Zara. Her own name is Zoya. There is one Zara Isiwagbu. Eke Kenyanamio Ogun. A calamity and Agunoga defiant when that day you will never forget me. You, if I catch you anyway, you and all your entourage that sent you to me. Plus that was Savage and the manager and all those guys and the other eat pussy together that you thought you were coming to eat my pussy. If I catch you, ugly boy. All those lesbians joining this bunch, we not men enough roaming everywhere. They will learn. Me and this girl, we finished talking. We talked so long. It was very interesting. And if really she has the mindset of what she portrays today, if she is not part of your pedophilic propaganda and your stalking, manipulating in disguise, good for her. When we finished talking, respectfully, what's your name? I told her my name and she told me her name. Oh, can I? I said, no, I don't, hugging, no, because it's from hugging, sissing, broing, that you start fucking sucking yourself. And me and you people, we are not in that category. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. You don't like what you hear, it's not my business. But I also like a lot of things she herself said, because she also said, why trying to help people with the things you say? Don't go and kill yourself, because you cannot go and kill yourself because of something you did not do. She put it in her own way. I was very, very happy to hear that from her. So you cannot be trying to fix people's life, try to help people. Thank you.
Put food and stuff here.
Oh, thank you. You try to help people. Thank you, sir. You cannot try to help people, and because I put my things on top of the books here. If I have my own apartment, I'll be in my own apartment. I will not be at a library. Just like when I wake up at the homeless shelter in the morning, that a normal adult like me that is celibate and child-free, you wake up in the morning. I'm supposed to be smelling my aura alone, smelling my energy alone, smelling my smell alone, smelling myself alone. Instead, he wake up against my wish. I will not have people talking. You're the same pedophilic shit that the rapist men and women were talking while they were raping and molesting me. They will be there talking it. In my own ear, this is why when I wake up in the morning, I like to stay 5, 10 minutes, 20, if I can, or 30, or even sometimes 1 hour on that bed. I'll just try to, because I don't want to be seeing bullshit with my fucking eyes. So we put a whole me with mentally unstable people, actresses that are coming to act like they are crazy. A lot of them are not. My own independency, my own wealth, my own money. If I had worked for 16 years in this Europe, let's say maybe the first 1 year I need to, 15 years, I should have at least above 500,000 euro in my bank account. What will I be doing at the library when I don't want to be here? If it does not come out of my mind that I should be here, I'll be in my own apartment. After work, I work my waitress, shop assistant, supermarket job. I go back to my personal divine space independently. Nobody's there. Nobody's stupid voice. I enjoy my space, but because my happiness, my self-sufficiency is your miserability, you will take my jobs away from me. You will not put me on the streets, using me to work. I will even be in the library, sitting minding my business. You will say I'm working. You will not be sending dusty, crusty my money on throwaway bomb by mistake men, women, children to come and be perpetuating propaganda, gaslighting, lie, infatuation, bullshit games with a homie. Oh, and then you have women part of it, not just women, black women too. What a beautiful time to be alive. Olukwepa, Ileribo Abozwe, I want women supporting women, feminists. Anyway, I just wanted to put these things together because, as you know, everything I'm eating and wearing and everything, water, everything, homeless shelter. So today I was at the immigration office and they gave me a couple of information I'm going to make a proper video on. I just wanted to make this one to be right there, so that the next video I'm going to do, I must have gotten to another office. There are a couple of offices I want to go again. I did not want to go again, but I've thought about it. I will still go. But for the fact that Denmark, they told me at the Denmark office, Siri office today, where you actually have to take these application for EU permanent residencies, like the residency office. Then we have another one, application for EU residence document as family member to an EU or Swiss citizen. Application for EU resident document when you are a citizen of EU, Switzerland, you are posted to EU for work. For service, to provide service in Denmark, maybe all this for military people, I don't know, something like that. They have different ones there, so you have to look for your own category. So the same thing they gave me when the same paper they gave me when I go to Sweden, where I have my CPR number, which is called person number in Sweden. So in Denmark now, so I've had employers told me, some say they can employ me with my Swedish person number here in Denmark. And some say they can't employ me because they need a Swedish CPR number. And to get a Swedish CPR number in Sweden, they say you need an address to get the residency and CPR number.
Den betjente åbningstid. Er du under 15 år, skal du være i følgeskab med en voksen.
Yeah. So they are saying 15 minutes.
Opening hours will end in 15 minutes. Children under the age of 15 must be accompanied by an adult.
So, with that being said, as I was saying, in Sweden, they gave me the same papers. So if I'm an adult and I'm going to be working and taking care of myself, in Sweden I needed to pay 1,500 krona. Bring back to the immigration office a working contract with that 1,500 krona, which is around 145 or maybe 50 euro. That's Swedish krona, because Danish krona is like half, almost double of Swedish krona. Okay, so they told me that, and they said I should bring a payment of that 1,500 krona, and then I'll bring a working contract. So at the immigration office, which is, as you can see, Ministry of Immigration and Integration in Sweden, they will now give me a case officer and finalize my residency there. Okay, so with this residency, I could get this Italian. I could go straight to the offices. I know where all the offices are in Sweden, just like I'm knowing in Denmark. I know every offices. So in Sweden, recap, residence to make a residence in Sweden was to pay 1,500 krona. I'll bring a working contract. They will give me a case officer, open my file, and give me a residence. Okay, with that residence, I will now go and make my ID card. Okay, so this ID card is different from this. Okay, they are two different. This is European permanent residence, or they call it EU long-term residence. It doesn't expire. You just change the picture every 10 years. Okay, and then this one is the normal one that is only valid in not the whole of Europe. It's only valid in Italy. This one. Okay, so when I'm able to get, if you have this one that is valid in the whole of Europe, is when you have Italian passport, German passport, French, Spain, or Denmark, or Swedish, or any of the European Union passports. So as long as I don't have a passport yet, even if I'm eligible, more than eligible to get it, I didn't get it yet because I don't want Italian one. I don't want to have a passport in a land where I know I'm not going to die. Just like I never thought of buying a house of my own. When I say a house, I mean apartments. Because when I say house, now people will be thinking I want a piece of 10 rooms, 5 rooms. I don't know what a normal human being is doing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 rooms. You are not, when people barely have water to drink on the streets, like your pedo begin to Obama, Trump, and most Putin, Biden, and all your rich and miserable billionaires and millionaires. I'm not in that category, and I will never be. I've never even had this mentality. People that know me, I tell them I don't have a job, I'm homeless on the streets. But when I go to this real estate agent, I still tell them I don't want more than 40 meters square because it's me, myself, and I that is living. No smelly human being is coming near my apartment. Still, this is what I tell them. So back to all of it. This is my ID card of that pedophile useless Italy that continued the rape after they raped him above 30 times in Africa. Italy gave me 8 to 10 years of rape, abuse, and assault. Job abuse, they ate on my job. With their mouth, you will vomit it in calamity and agony, all my money that you held in that land. France, the same thing. Germany, the same thing. All of you that are eating my wealth, that are sitting on my money, you are going to vomit it in woe, calamity, and agony. My finances, all my job, you will be so miserable, even in your wealth and your riches, we shall say. So this is Italian, useless Italian residence ID card, which is not EU ID card. But if I had decided, as I'm eligible to have done, decided to get an Italian passport, okay, this one is your Nigeria Badabidi passport that is not valid anything anyway. You don't even have African general passport. You have ECOWAS, certain useless, stupid countries they put together. You are not ashamed of yourself. You don't even have one common dialect. Let's just leave you where you are, because we will get to that in another video. So if I had decided when I was in Italy, when I completed 10 years, I'm 16 years in Europe now, okay? If I had decided to get an Italian passport like this, and I then make an ID card like this, that ID card would have been valid in the whole of Europe. So since I didn't ask for Italian passport because I hate your Italy with a passion, I don't want to have any real pedophile Italian passport, I didn't apply for it. Cry very well. That is what you are going to be doing for the rest of your life, because past your boundary, you cannot be hurting people and then they will be worshipping you. I'm not those blacks in your Italy, those useless idiots that don't know their left from their right. So I did not apply for your passport. So now my ID card of Italy is only valid in Italy, but my residency is an EU long-term permanent residency. So this residency is just like Italian passport, but is not the same thing. The Italian passport will still come first before this. But if you can work with the Italian passport in the EU, all EU, you can also work with this in all EU. You get a job, you get a residency, but with the Italian own, if you have Italian passport, you are not obligated to have a residency there if you don't want to. But with this EU long-term permit to stay that you get for that 10 years, okay, you can work, but you must have a residency. So when I got to Malmo, exactly what I know, I've worked in immigration, yes, as an interpreter before I ran away, because it almost killed me with people's problem and people's story, mental, emotional, psychological responsibility dealing with that job. Where they put, I don't even want to talk about that part. Anyway, with this, Sweden told me, bring a working contract, pay your 1,500 krona as a worker. They open my case file and give me my residency. Then with that residency, I will now get a Swedish, what do they call this? ID card. So since you sat on my job too in Sweden for 6 months, 3 months I didn't get a job. I extended it to 6 months that you didn't give me a job. So now I'm in Denmark. I went to the Denmark office. They are the same similar documents here. but the sister that was there, Sister Aisha, because she had a hijab. You know whether your name is any name in your Muslim whatsoever. Sorry, I will still say children marrying Muslims, just like your brothers, Abrahamic Christian brothers in your what do they call them, your churches? You know, you are the same thing. It's just that you have one do their own in the open, the other one do their own in the hide. I don't give a fuck about people's feelings, but I know that a lot of these Aishas that cover their heads to their toes, they are obligated because they are born into these bullshit religions, politics, tradition mechanized by human beings like them. Unlike you people, you women that are not born into this bullshit, yet you are joining them to be playing games with people's lives where they take people's jobs away from them, and all of you sit back to watch how the person will end up, just like you ended up miserable. This Aisha them now like those people in the army. If they say they will in Italy, the way people kill your kill people and put people inside sack, that they've killed their own Muslim daughter multiple times and put them inside sack. They should Google. You see everything there. When you go to Italy and go to their newspaper joints, you go and look for all those newspaper, you see their story there too. Their brothers and sisters in killing Muslim and Christian, putting people inside sack, marrying children in open and close. So a sister Aisha today was the one that gave me the information at the immigration center. Okay, so my sister, I don't have anything against you because I liked your smile, even in your covered hijab. When I see women like you, I really wish sometimes that when it's summer like this, you can take vitamin D that Mother Nature gave us direct into your body, because as a human being biologically, you need sunlight, just like plants need sunlight for osmosis that helps them grow and reproduce. Human beings as well, to be able to function biologically well, you need direct sunlight. This is why people go to the beach. When I see people going to the, I'm happy. Some of them cannot even know they are doing the right thing biologically. They just go there for holidays, lie on the beach, just enjoy the beach, and they don't really know they are doing the right thing, because when you live in the Western world where you have cold and hot season, the sun during summer helps you to eliminate all of those internally stored bacteria, all of those internally stocked fats that maybe you are not fat in your body, there is no flesh, but it is stored, it has congealed inside of you that the ordinary eyes cannot see. There are a lot of things that the sun helps to eliminate with the vitamin D it gives to your body, just like it helps plant in osmosis. So let me not go too much into biology today. So when I see you covered like that, if you cover like that during cold, no problem. But at least during summer, because these women under 40 degrees, 50 degrees, they are covered like masquerade. I've said it a lot of times. Your children marrying pigs, those men, let them switch the role and let's see if you will agree to cover yourself like that. Just like the Reverend sisters too. Just like those ones that say they are deeper life, cover their head to their toes. I don't know what you mean. The men that created religions, politics, tradition, your entertainment industry, all this bullshit ruling your heads, if they switch the role, they will not dress like that. Me, I don't know how to talk to you women anymore. Anyway, so this is why I'm just saying this for you, my sister, covered today. You didn't do me anything. So I'm not talking to you in particular because you were a Muslim girl that served me. I've been talking like this since I was a child. Nobody's going to change my mindset or my truth. But with that being said, I will still say what I saw. I appreciate your smile. You have a very beautiful face. I really wish if maybe during the summer you could, wear a singlet, even have a bikini, go to the beach, take a sun, because you've worn that gown the whole winter for the whole of your life. But I can't, like me and the girl that talked today talked, I can't be dying to try to fix things I did not break. I'm just saying my truth. So to whosoever it's going to help, okay. But you that are born into it, I know your case is different. Anyway, so like I was saying, the immigration center for Denmark actually gave me similar thing, is the same thing. But Sister Aisha was telling me something else, a little bit. She told me things that were similar. She also told me other things, just like people that have my possible employers that I've left my CV with. Some told me they can employ me with my Swedish person number, which is CPR number here, because there are a lot of people who come, because there is a bridge between Malmo and Copenhagen. Yeah, so you just take a bus or a train across the bridge and you're in the next city. It's like moving from one city to another city in the same country. It's just a bridge. So there are people that come from there to come and work in Denmark. A lot of people, the same way I've had people tell me, possible employers tell me, no, if you have a Swedish personal number, it's the same thing with the CPR. So if I will call you in the future, I can employ you with this. It's the same. Then some have told me, no, you need a Swedish CPR number. So tomorrow I'm still going to try to see if I can see, what do they call it? I bet not the pass come out for my video. So I can see, I'm going to try to see if I can see a temporary Swedish address, a temporary Danish address, like I had a temporary Swedish address, post restante. Even some employers have said or have made me know, I've learned that some employer can even put their own company address for you, especially during the summer job. They just put, so some people move to other places to go and work summer job and then go back to where they come from. Yeah, I'm not here to come and do summer job and go back to where I come from. If I find my two choices was that if I live in Malmo, which is cheaper, I work in Denmark because I love that trajectory of being in the train, after work, just relax a little bit and get home, take your baths, eat some good food, sleep, watch some film. Or if I end up, not having an apartment in Sweden, I can also have a job apartments, employee apartments that comes with summer job, because a lot of summer jobs, they have a employee apartment, so that will also help me save quick money so I can pay my debts in Germany, which is good for me. So I was just thinking of a way to spend less, because if you convert, like I said, Swedish krona and Danish krona, there is difference. So that difference, if I can save it, is also good for me. This was why I wanted to, live in Malmo, Sweden, and work in Denmark, because it's just like moving from one city to the other. A couple of minutes is not that far, and I also like it too. And then I also had a house. I told my real estate agent I would like to buy, even if I'm homeless, but it's something I wish to buy when I stop being homeless and I get a job. And it's also cheaper there too. Yeah. But if it happens also in Denmark, as he said, there's nothing wrong. I know Sweden, Malmo like the back of my hand. I have a Cafe de Vie there where I do my artistical stuffs. I will continue to go there. I have a lot of places where I've the Red Cross. I will still go there and sit down and eat with those people. I don't give a fuck. I will still be traveling and going back to the. It's not like traveling, going. It's like behind your house, backyard, back house. It's not like journey of 100,000 miles. Yeah, so that was actually what I thought. But since it has gotten to this, it's what they told me at the immigration office. I'll do another video because I'm tired of talking about all of this since they cut my video 2 times. It is what it is now. I think Denmark is not where I'm supposed to be. So I just told a man opposite the library just now. I said, if you still have in mind that you're going to employ me, please just know that it will be like working a summer job, because I would like to not live in Denmark anymore, because this sister Aisha told me that Denmark has an exception. How did she say it? Because I wrote it down. She said they say Denmark has an overrule with the entire EU rules. So she told me that the Denmark EU rules they overruled some part of it that says these days that I cannot work with my documents but I can work with my Nigeria passport. My sister, so you see, when you were just talking today, I did not just know what to tell you, because you get us a bill. Me, I worked in the immigration. Even if there is a possibility to work with this here in Denmark, if it is true, good, okay? But you cannot be telling people that have EU long-term residence from another EU country that they cannot work in Denmark. I don't know what that is. I don't just want to go in. You see me, I don't want stress. All the EU country, Germany, I worked with this. France, I worked with this. Denmark, she told me there is an exception with the EU rules. The Denmark has an overrule with the EU rules. But I have been told that by some employers that my Swedish CPR, which is called person number, can work here. And I know, I have seen with my eyes, Swedish people coming here to come and work and go back home the same day. Yes, they come to work in the morning, in the evening they're back home. Swedish people come to work in Denmark and go back home. So me, I have Swedish person number, which is your CPR, and I've had possible employer in this the same Denmark tell me that they can employ me with my Swedish CPR, which is personal number in Swedish. And then Sister Aisha at the immigration office is telling me that my long-term residency cannot work. So I've been in the internet since, looking. You can't tell people things like this. These documents, if it can work in Sweden, if the Swedish Immigration Center told me it can work, and employers have told me they can employ me with it, even if some said they can't, they need the CPR's Danish one. I don't see any reason why immigration will be telling. I will not be surprised, as you are Aisha, is what they tell people to do, you do. You have limits to your own rights. They marry you as kids to hold men that are not going to be your mother. It's part of your culture. It's your Emirate Arab Muslim people's culture, so you can't do anything to it. Maybe you just said what you wanted to say, or what you had to say. You couldn't say otherwise. But please, let's be giving the right information to people. Somebody like me, I'm too learned. When I say learned, I'm too intelligent to be fooled. Because I know how many people that have this permanent European residence because of me. Some, I feed their papers out, I put it in the envelope. The only thing they do, sign. Some self don't even sign. I just write their surname. I go and drop it for them. They have documents today. It's because of me. There are people that are not intelligent. There are people that can't read and write their names. Let's not be using our intelligence to oppress other people, especially you women. Don't be using your intelligence, your opportunities in life to be oppressing people that can't write their names or read their names. Talk less of know what migrating is. Let me say this. I know how many people have helped and pushed to go to UK before Brexit. Before Brexit, this can work in UK, United Kingdom, before Brexit. Yes. Okay? Nobody is a fool. In Switzerland, it can work, but there are still some, they will stress you with it. They will just tell you they want a passport instead of this. But you can travel and do everything. Let's be truthful. But I know you, in your own case, you have limits to things you are permitted to say. If you know Muslim people, their women are like properties to their men and their fathers and their husbands. So I can understand where your own is coming from. And I've known a lot of Muslim female who wish they were not born into a Muslim Emirate Arab land. Then I see the other women who are not born into this bullshit or mish bullshit, joining you people to perpetuate this the same propaganda of evil. And I'm like, women, because this entire bullshit, men put it together, and then you are there in offices helping these men to continue this evil onto your fellow human being. Me, I don't sugarcoat truth. I will say it the way it is. So if it makes you feel uncomfortable, that's exactly how it's supposed to be. Because when you are truthful, the last thing that will ever happen to you is uncomfortability. So it is what it is. Like I told this man, like I was saying, if you are employing me, if you decide to call me for a job in the future, because this summer is coming now, April will end. From next month, I know they are going to bomb everybody with summer. So me, I'm just trying to enjoy this cold. This is why in the nights, when it gets fresher and I still feel the cold in my head, I'm always very happy. So I told him, in case you're going to be employing me, just know I sincerely will not be staying in Denmark. Because I don't want to waste my time. Since I've been by the immigration office in person, it's not like because that Aisha said what she said, I'm just going to give up. It's not giving up. Just so you know, because me, when I want something, I get it. But anywhere I like, I'm going to be staying. And in this Scandinavia land is where I die. And for those of you who think you can come and be saying, oh, Scandinavian document is too low, the highest document is Japanese passport, then you go to this so passport, German passport, Italian passport, this passport, Can those passports eliminate 30 years of above 30 times rape, sexual abuse, and assault? Can those passports give me a second life today? You see, it's the olive oil that I put that is gathering in my mouth, because when I was posting my normal wet lips, it's barely like this. So you talk a little bit, you see white thing on the corner of your mouth. And as I'm doing like this now, you lesbians, if you come near your calamity, I'm not going to be outside, because this is what it is. When you finish eating your STD smelly banana. So with that being said, those of you that have categorization of passports cannot give me oxygen. I've told you your entire weight on this earth, plus your Bill Gates, Obama, Trump, Elon Musk, and all your celebrities, you are beneath my feet. So you can't think that a citizenship is my problem that I'm even eligible to have, since I completed 10 years in this 16 years plus I'm carrying of Europe. Why you've been job abusing me, thinking it's me you are abusing, no, you are abusing your bloodlines. So with that being said, stop deceiving people, especially people who can't read and write. They are out there. They can be good at their jobs, but just like you use your technology, your religions, politics to turn people's head, they now see you as their mentor, see you as philosophers. Anything you tell them, like me and this girl we're talking about today, they just get stuck in what they've been told, what they've been taught, what they've been born into. They can't think otherwise. They can't think left, right, up, down, back, forward, out of the box. They are just stuck in it. Stop using people like that. Stop using people. If someone asks you an information, you don't know the right information to give, simply say, oh, this is a lot of information. I don't really know what to tell you. Please go here or go there or go here or go there. Stop telling people lies. Stop trying to manipulate people because you know they don't have the right information that they are looking for, or because you want to feed your ego of miserability, or because you want to see them be miserable like you. Okay? Let's be good. Even if you don't need people in your personal life like me that is celibate, child-free, pet-free, friend-free with my everlasting boundary, my truth, I will still keep saying it without sugarcoating it or trying to use other people like you people do, especially you women. They've made you give birth even when you did not want. A lot of you are carrying around children you would have never betted. Delulu, a lot of you are carrying around being in relationship where you come outside, you hold hand with your partner, you smile, you kiss everywhere. Inside your house, you are killing yourselves. Your children are getting traumatized. Before you know, divorce and separation will still end it. The new victim of that entire manipulated or stalked or predated relationship becomes your children. This is why they grow up with mommy, daddy issue, child divorce trauma issue. Many issues they grow up with when they didn't ask you to fuck, do doggy and missionary to bet them. Then yet you will join them to watch another person being manipulated and predated into the same bullshit over and over again. You women. But if you think it's me you are bringing that bullshit, I've told you, I'm in my 30s, couple of years I will be 40. There are people with 30, 40, 20 years of celibacy and carrying 10 years and above. And as if that is not enough, 3 years of no family member, no friend who can talk to me. I've told you, if you want to do an experiment, just bring someone I used to know in the past to talk to me direct and listen. If my biological mother, my even biological father is here right now, inside this room, I will pass them like I don't know them. It's not because I'm crazy. I don't know you. You didn't help me survive anything in my life. I don't owe you anything. You don't owe me anything. You are not my owner because you fought. You did doggy and missionary that you enjoyed. The sex you enjoyed. I didn't enjoy it or enjoy it. You enjoyed that sex and bettered me. Especially you women, when you saw you were pregnant and you were aware that you don't want my responsibility of betting me, like I told that useless Jezebel ex-mother of mine, you abort me. You aborting me means you are saving a soul. Just like people say they're against abortion, I'm not on anybody's party in your bullshit that you all practice. But as a woman, a divine being, you are supposed to know that you have millions of ovaries inside of you. When you abort a child that is not needed, you are saving the innocence of that spirit to not come and suffer what they're not supposed to suffer. Then if you wish to not give birth in the future, that child, that spirit can come through another child again into this earth. So you eliminating problem for yourself and eliminating possible problem for another human being is not a crime. That is your own. Everybody follow your philosophy. So me, I'm just telling you useless Doramozo so that you will know, because you were trying to do I bet you I didn't ask you to fuck. When you close your legs and your mouth, you women on this earth, you have less of this delulu roaming everywhere, disturbing everybody's peace of mind. Because there are people like me out there that are celibate, child-free, pet-free, friend-free, self-validated, and we don't need nobody to be complete. We will be respected, and I'm advocating for it till I die. If you want to suck, fuck, and do whatsoever, be friends, collaborate, whatsoever, go elsewhere. A word is enough for a while. Reciprocated respect or politeness, or reciprocated disrespect or dispoliteness outside my boundary. Choose what you want wisely. And the more I'm staying on these streets more and more, the more I'm hating you human beings, the more boundaries we are having. Because you cannot put another human being into this bullshit that we forgive you. That person's head is not correct. So my video for today is done. Another day I will do a proper informative video about this immigration stuff. To round it up, like I was showing, this is my shoe. This is my sweat. Homelessness. You are not going to replace it with all the money on this earth to make me forgive you. No, this is my sweat. It's a man-made thing, but I sweated. I woke up 4 a.m. to buy this. Now you've used homelessness that I had to sew it by myself. You can see it up there. A whole me. They will do this to you human beings. You will still go and forgive the people. But this is why I'm proud of a lot of aunties that cut off away from their family members, and people will be calling their name. They just cut off. Yes. Like I said multiple times, they have to. Because you can't have sense and you will realize they did this to you. You still want to have anything to do with this idiot. No. Look at my fingers. It's even better now. My head, I had to cut my head. I shaved it to shave a stick. All the rashes that was coming out really, really irritating. I had to use olive oil from the homeless shelter. Everything is homeless shelter. Homeless shelter means they used to remove drug addicts from the street. Big drug addicts. When you cannot portray people as what you want them to be, you start saying they are crazy. I'm homeless. How do you want me to be? I've been trying to gain flesh. You see muscle everywhere. I'm not okay. Let me not pump it up. You see, I didn't pump it. Look at my hand. You see the muscle is there, but no flesh. Okay, it's muscle, no flesh. I'm trying to gain flesh. I can't. You put me in homeless shelter at my age. Then you will not eat my 16 years of Western world. With rape abuse, assault from men, women, pedophile children, and job abuse and financial abuse. You want me to forgive you? When I see people trying to even come and be friends with me and come to my space, they make me laugh. I mean that I won't forgive you, human beings. Me not forgiving you does not mean I will not live my best life. I don't know you. I'm not to say it again. I gave you 30 years. It's not easy. There are selfish people out there. They never give you 1 year. They don't give a fuck about anybody. They've never given a fuck. Me, I give you 30. 1, 2, 3. 3 decades. 365 times 10 times 10 times 10. Who does that? Who does that? No childhood, no teenagehood, no even my adulthood. You are still sitting on it. See, I go forward like Deutsch we say. Weiter gehe ich, or you can say gehe ich weiter. I don't go backward, I go forward. You are all in my past. You are going to shrink there. Respectfully or disrespectfully. Because I'm tired of talking. So with this being said, if you like me looking for who to portray as a crazy person because they didn't fall into your trap of being drug addict, drug pusher, fucking suck around prostitutes. They are not thieves, they are not shoplifters. They didn't end up into the hands of one narcissist as relationship bullshit. They didn't end up into the hands of one narcissistic stranger, stalker, predator, manipulator, as a partner that they give birth to. They didn't end up having a pet or a dog for their emotional stability. Then you say they are crazy when they speak out their truths. Like me, you try to call their names. If you try me, and if you ever put anything in my food, me that stood for your human race, for you all of your existence, one way or the other, I stood for everybody. If you put anything in my food, in my drink, whew, it's not a threat, or it is problem for the rest of your life and your bloodline. Because I know it hurts you. Especially these drug parts. Me, I've told you, go and ask those idiots that I used to last friend. Cigarettes. You smoke it and you are stinking. You are not coming near me. My pettiness, I take it there. You don't bring your cigarette odor near me. Talk less of your marijuana, talk less of your cocaine, heroin, drug bullshit. Then me that is against this with this level of pettiness, me that go to the street to beat your children. In everywhere I've stayed, I hope motherfuckers smoking marijuana in gardens to go to school. Me that have taken your homeless off the streets, washed them, took them to my house to bathe, to people I don't know. Then it's the same me because you put me homeless. How do you want me to do? That you want to be telling people that I have anything to do with drug if you try me? You will know the meaning of surviving 30 years plus of above 30 times rape, abuse, assault, molest from men, women, white, Arabic, Asiatic, blacks, and your pedophile children is not easy. You know the meaning. They rape people once they die. I'm carrying an uncountable 30, 40 uncountable. Don't try me, especially you religious, Abrahamic, Muslim, and Christian, children marriers and children focus followed by your Buddhism, this and all those atheist bullshits that all of you will respect yourselves. With this being said, anybody that want to keep fucking around, fuck around. The more I'm on the streets, the more everlasting boundary. I put in that boundary 3 years going. Reciprocated politeness and respect outside my boundary. You have 8 billion people on the surface of this earth. Choose what you want elsewhere. No. It's a no for eternity. I'd rather live under the rock. It's a no. Respect yourselves.